So what's up guys, Hobo88 here and welcome back. Well, not welcome back, welcome to Microsoft Flight Sim. This is the first time that we've messed around with this on a stream or in a video, so this will be interesting. Just released, and I don't anticipate that things are going to go well, but in this one we're going to go through the training. You guys can't see it because my fat head is in the way, but this is flight training down here in the bottom left hand corner. Let's go ahead and get started. So basic controls and cameras. We're just going to work our way through and learn how to do this. I don't have any peripherals. I'm used to having my wheels set up for sim racing, but I've got none of that when it comes to planes. Try a fuel saver. No risk. What type of strategy are we going with for this flight? Let's just go for hopefully not crash and burn. So I think there was 8 training sessions. Time to place your bets here, guys. How many do you think that we'll get through before I crash? How many of these do you think that I'll make it through before we have big trouble? Here we go. Ready to fly.
Welcome to flight training. I'm your instructor, Captain Molina, but you can just call me Jess.
Okay.
This session, we'll get started with some basic controls. Sound good?
Sounds great.
First things first, let's get familiar with your surroundings.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got the stick while you get your bearings.
Excellent.
Out your side windows, you can see we have great visibility over Sedona today.
Control and left, or control and right for a quick view.
This is Red Rock territory. Beautiful, isn't it?
That's stunning. Anyone else nervous? What else do I need to do? Oh, hey! I'm tall, I'm short. Mouse. Control and space. Oh my god, there's too many buttons already, you guys.
See if you can spot the Sedona airport. The runway should be a pretty easy landmark to find.
Yes.
There you go. Visual confirmation on the airport.
No visual confirmation.
Now that we're oriented, it's
Where?
your turn.
Ah,
Time
over
to
here.
Fly this bird. The first control on our training list is the yoke. I still remember my first instructor saying the yoke is like a steering wheel. Almost. Sure, you can turn, but you can also pitch.
Ah, that classic
For
old
starters,
saying.
it controls the ailerons.
What are the
And
controls
the
the what?
ailerons, they allow the plane to roll and bank into turns.
Okay.
Go ahead and try rolling to the right. Nice.
That's far
Now
enough.
let's see you level back out. Good. Of course,
I can fly a
the
plane.
yoke also controls the elevator. And the elevator affects the plane's pitch, right? Pull back on the stick, the plane starts to climb. Give it a shot. The most valuable things
Probably
in
not gently
aviation
enough.
are speed and
Too
altitude.
much! Abandoned ship!
But notice, when you're pitching up, your speed is decreasing.
Yes.
You could add more power.
Add more
Or
power.
For now, let's just pitch down.
Gently push forward on the yoke to decrease pitch. Is this streaming okay, guys, as well? How
Just
much?
like that. Your speed's picking up again as the nose pitches down.
Correct.
As you level back out, let's talk about another control. The rudders at your feet.
I can set these up.
Control the aircraft's side-to-side movement, also known as yaw. On the ground, those pedals are going to steer the plane left or right. Up here, they properly align us during turns.
Okay.
Try them out, and watch the plane's nose skew to either side.
0 and enter.
Simple enough, right?
Yes.
Before we go on, let's bring the plane back to straight-up flight. Make sure your dashboard is aligned 3 to 4 inches below the horizon for a cruise attitude.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Okay, the last thing we're gonna cover now is the throttle.
Yes, power.
If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Let's not. Use the throttle lever to decrease throttle.
Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
Can I put it back on?
Surprise, surprise. Our altitude is decreasing.
Now tell me what to
This
do.
might be a good time for a piloting PSA. Always keep an eye on your surroundings, because nobody likes a low-flying duck. All right,
Unless you're a
let's
duck
go ahead
hunter.
and throttle back up.
Yes, please.
There you go. Speed is increasing, and as long as we maintain the same attitude, our altitude will keep climbing too. You're really getting the hang of your controls.
I'm great at this.
Before long, you won't even need a co-pilot. Until then, if you want help with the radio or checklists or simply flying the plane, I'll be here. You can pass me the controls when you're ready to finish your session, or keep flying.
3.
It is a great day after all.
Okay. Delegate aircraft controls. Control Alt X. Okay. Let's just try and not crash, but we'll take this puppy for a spin for a minute. Oh, this is cool, right? Oh no. No, that's far too aggressive. See if I can see it. Oh, there isn't. You can't see him.
You've left the training airspace. You need to go back.
Okay. Sorry. I was trying to show you guys the cars on the highway there. I can see out of my side monitor, but let's just see if we can spot any. So it's really cool. The terrain is all...
You've left the training airspace. You need to go back.
Oh, where's the training airspace? I just want to look at the road. Alright, anyway, delegate controls.
All right, I have control. Good
Excellent.
job.
Akis is here to tell yeah. So guys, the next time we stream with this will probably include Aussie and Akis. Because, well, Akis especially knows what he's doing. We'll multiplayer it with him. Now this is just on, so if I go, we'll go next. Attitudes and instruments. Do you really have to have a good attitude to fly a plane? I'll check my settings here in a sec. I'm pretty sure I've got it set just like one click down from Ultra. Runway 32, Hamilton Island, ready to roll for some bush flying. I've got no idea. It looks like it's running alright. I don't have a frame rate counter or anything to see. Let's see if I can I move that? No, you guys can't see it. Let's just quickly check the options. Graphics. High end. That's ultra. We can see if ultra works, but I'm also not in a densely populated area.
Today we're talking about attitudes of flight. How
Let me
your
know what this
plane
looks
is
like.
oriented relative to the horizon. If you look outside, you can see the cockpit is just about 4 inches below the horizon line.
See, it's a bit.
We're flying straight
Seems
with
a bit
decent rate
framey
of speed.
to me.
This is the cruise attitude. Let's see how it reads on your...
I'm going to change it back. Stuff ya. I'm changing it back. It was suggested that I run it at high end based off the... That was what it told me to run them at. Oh, until it updates my settings? Wait, so if I change it and leave it, it should come good. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it's on triples, Accus. I'll just leave it at this for... What am I doing? I'll just leave it at high end for now.
Instruments.
Okay, I'll change it later and I'll let it go for a bit. Focus on instruments, press Control 1.
Take a look at the attitude indicator. As the name implies, it shows your current attitude.
Attitude.
The flight line is the horizon, with the sky above and the ground below.
Now I know how these work. Is
that
it just...
orange element in the middle, aligned with the horizon, that's your plane. Just like
that might
we
be
saw
what it is.
outside, our current attitude reads pretty much straight and level.
Is it attitude? I thought it was... Like, isn't altitude a...
Okay, now let's see how much power the engine's generating. Check your tachometer.
Okay.
Looks like we're pushing around 2,300 revolutions per minute. Combined, attitude and engine RPMs translate to aircraft performance.
Well, altitude's your height, right?
Which leads us to your airspeed indicator. Now, last but not least, check your altimeter. To figure out your altitude, you always want to read the small needle first.
Grumpy.
That's how many thousands of feet up you are. Then on to the big
Attitude
needle
is where
for
you're
the
pointing.
hundredths.
Thank you. Didn't know that.
With our current attitude and power output, we're holding a speed of 90 knots.
All of a sudden it all makes heaps more
6,000 feet.
sense. Yeah, direction is what I call that.
But that's about to change. Take the stick when you're ready. Pull back slightly on the yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line. About 2 inches. Make sure you don't pitch up too much, or the angle will be too steep to create lift. And without enough lift, we'll stall.
Burning some of those points?
All right,
Oh boy.
go full throttle and start climbing.
Aim aircraft nose, increase throttle. Wait, I think I've got a button for that. Wait on, let's just see. So that's... Yeah, that. There we go.
Pull back slightly on the yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line. About 2 inches. Welcome to the climb attitude. See how it shows up on your attitude indicator and tachometer?
What's this thing down here?
According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed even at full throttle.
This is the altimeter,
proving
yeah.
you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb. Okay, before we go on, let's get back to a cruise attitude. Ease up on the yoke and aim your nose just below the horizon. Then throttle back down to 2,300 RPMs.
Whoa, the keys are so weird with how responsive they are. Where's me? Adjust throttle to 2,300.
Ease up on the yoke and aim your nose just below
Oh, 2,300,
the horizon.
wait on.
Then throttle back down
Maths.
to 2,300 RPMs. Nice job. We're now set up with the same attitude and power we had at the top of our lesson.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like progressive, like a little tiny tap on the key, like it's a
Next
mechanical
up is the
keyboard.
descent attitude.
it doesn't do much, but if you give it like a
Start by
real
reducing
hit,
your
it like
RPMs to 1800.
super
Then
touchy.
drop the plane's nose a bit further below the horizon.
Right, I didn't hear what you said. Reduce throttle to 8. Alright, let's... Is that enough? Too much?
As expected, with a nose down
Perfect.
attitude,
What a
our
pro.
altitude is decreasing, while our speed is picking up. Why don't you get us back to a cruise attitude, and we'll hit the last part of our lesson. There we go. Now that we know how to cruise, climb, and descend, let's talk about the turn attitude.
Okay.
Gently pull the yoke left or right to start
You
rolling
reckon,
the
Agnes?
plane.
Move yoke left or right to roll the aircraft. Alright, yeah, we
If
know
you
how to
take
do
a
that.
look outside, you can see how our attitude's changed. But you can also check your instruments
Hey,
for
there's
the
some
details.
cars on the road.
As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees.
Well, no doubt, but I mean,
At the top
there's
of
not
your
enough buttons on
attitude
a
indicator,
gamepad.
there's a series of notches representing 10 degrees each. Use them to control your roll. Notice the more you turn, the more you need to pull back on the yoke to maintain altitude. When you're rolling out, you'll need to do the opposite. Roll and push at the same time.
Yeah, but that's the thing, the Stream Deck with the
more you
gamepad,
know
like, that's
about the
clunky.
main attitudes of flight, the closer you get to that pilot state of mind. So keep practicing, and whenever you're done, pass me the controls.
Alright. So far, so good. So yeah, you're asking about the keyboard thing, right? So you can kind of see, right? You can see the steery dude, right? So like a little key press doesn't do much, but if I go, how was I doing it before? Yeah, like if you hold it at all, it's very dramatic. You just got to do really small little increments, or else you're in trouble. A nosedive. Alright, I can see that that's redlining the motor. Alright.
Thanks, I've got control now. Well done.
We passed. Next. Aha. Aha. Takeoff. Now we're in risk of crashing into things. Add me when you can. Yeah, okay, man. I'll talk to you later. I don't know if it'll be tonight, but we'll definitely get together for a fly. Do Red Bull Air Race or something in Boeings. Alright, here we go. Like racing stock cars. See, it's perfect. What did Scotty do? Has he done this tutorial? Yeah, Mike, it is. But that's alright, it's good. I enjoy this stuff. Also, I don't mind doing like trucker stuff as well.
There's
American
an
Truck
old
Sim.
saying I like. A mile of road will
Straight
take you
vertical.
a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
She's
Taking
full of all
off
the
isn't
anecdotes.
hard, but there are a few key points to remember.
Aircraft is
First,
under
we
user
always
control.
take off
That's
into
me.
the wind, which
Okay.
won't be an issue on a calm day like
So,
today. Second,
all we
before
need is
enter
a
runway,
windsock.
we always make sure
Excellent.
it's clear.
Lots of them around, I can see.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position.
Okay.
The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
Anyone remember what buttons that was? That one, I think. Oh, I can hear it. I need Jeremy Clarkson power. Turn off your parking brake. I mapped a button for that. Wait on. I don't remember what one it was. This one? Yep. Oh, hey, we're going too quick. Too fast. Turn. Excellent. Align aircraft on the center of the runway. Is that the center? Or is on the dots the center? That's the center, right? Stop aircraft on the runway using the brake.
All right, let's do this.
I have been in a
Apply
plane
full
like
power,
this
and I'll
one
walk you
before,
through
yes.
the takeoff as we go.
Maximum power. Okay, I know how to turn it. No, I don't have my wheel plugged in, Mike. That'll be another stream. I guess I need to take the brake off. I've got a stream deck though, so I'm using that to map some stuff too.
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach
Holy.
55 knots.
The steering's touchy, boys! It's Dodgem car spec.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke.
Okay.
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. And we're airborne.
Easy.
Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees.
What?
Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
What? Climb to 5,500 feet. Alright, so we're at 1,000 feet. Maintain 75 knots. Where's my wind speed? Alright, so we climbed. Yeah, I just said that we were at 1,000 feet before when we would not have been at 1,000 feet, but that's all good. I see it now. Maintain 75 knots, I just got to figure out which ones. Alright, so I've gone a bit high. But we should be able to get up to 75 knots now, there we go.
Feet. A nice
So this one over here is our airspeed.
lesson.
This is our altimeter.
Straight and level flight. First step here is adjusting our attitude.
Maintain altitude of 50. Okay, so I need to go back down a bit. I've gone too high. We're at 5,700, 5,800 feet. So we'll just come down a bit. And take some throttle out because we're going too fast.
We're in a cruise attitude, pushing max power. To stay level at our target altitude, let's start by easing the throttle back to 1,800 RPM.
I'm one step ahead of you.
You've probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up. You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control.
When we go to New York.
Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you
If we get through this without dying, we'll go somewhere.
Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up.
Trim.
Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle. If you feel our pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim.
Well, that goes that way. Okay, so we got to put a little bit more power in there.
The way I was taught, when
That's
you
a bit
adjust
much.
the trim, you make rough changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke. Then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude. That's the key.
I don't know,
to
Tommy,
straight
they
and
probably
level
are.
Flight.
Taxi around
Saves you from
Bathurst.
constantly pushing or pulling on the yoke. And that gives you more time
That's
to
right.
enjoy
It's
the ride.
essential.
If you want more practice using the trim, go for it. Whenever you're ready to pass the controls, I'll be here.
I've got it.
Okay, I have control. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.
Sweet. This is easy. Next, training flight landing. Oh boy, here comes our first aviation disaster. Here we go. This is going to be bad news, bears. Oh, it's going to be bad. There's a crow pilot. I'm sure she'll make sure I don't crash, right?
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the
where we're going, right here.
Pattern. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power.
10 degrees of flaps?
We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number. When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
I feel like we're going to miss the runway.
You'll need to add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Oh, this is too hard. Extend flaps. We're not going anywhere near the runway, you guys. I think we're going way too slow. We need more throttle. We're gonna fall out of the sky like a pin drop. Oh, this is bad. The runway's over here. We're not even anywhere near it.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10
What's
feet
that?
above the runway, it's time to flare.
What's
Once
flaring?
you pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Oh boy. Oh, we're coming in hot. We're coming in hot.
Okay, we're past the threshold. Start the flare. Keep pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway.
Well, as if we just drove past the
Don't push
runway
it
and then
down,
land.
But don't let it start climbing.
Oh! Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, that's the wrong button. We nailed it. We nailed it.
Nice.
Nice. We're dead. You crashed. My sausage fingers. Oh, yep. So I've got. I'm using the numpad, right? And I've pressed what I was hoping was going to be the trim, but instead it was turn left on the yoke. We gave it a full hard left. Oh boy. It's all good. Experience fatality once. I think we're good now.
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong.
I don't know that I like
Today,
having the two
you're in
buttons
charge
close
of
to
bringing us in
that.
for a safe landing.
The whole
We've got
way we were going to
clearance
miss the
for a
runway to the
straight-in
left, and we end up
approach,
missing it to
so
the
we don't have
right.
to complete the standard traffic pattern.
I didn't touch the throttle.
And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now.
Yeah, no, we would have been fine then, except
Maintain
that I
speed around 65 knots.
double
Change
pressed.
your
I
pitch
pressed
if
two
you
buttons
need
at
to,
once instead
and
of one.
keep your
That's all.
aim point on the runway number. When
Yeah,
you're
I had to turn it
targeting
up a
the
little
runway
bit.
number, you want to keep it steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high. You'll need to add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
losing too much speed. We need more throttle. We're gonna get this. We'll get in.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Okay, we're past the threshold. Start the flare.
Oh, I've gone the wrong way with the...
Keep pulling back slowly.
We might have gone for way too much throttle there.
Onto the runway. Don't push it down, but don't let it start climbing.
It was a little bit dicey, but we're gonna get it.
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm not going to be it tonight. Maybe one day. That could be something we do one day, though. This looks like a good spot to stop.
Great job. As they say, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
I'd agree with
But
that.
if you can use the plane the next day, it's outstanding. Landings can be hard, even for seasoned pilots. Trust me.
Oh, now I feel
Don't
better.
hesitate to practice. After all, that's what we're here for, right?
Yes. Easy. Traffic pattern. How hard could this be? Oh, so we're going to have to take off, circle around, come back and land by the look of this. You guys can't see, because I've got the 3 monitors, you can't see the whole picture. So far, this has been flawless. I think I'm a better driver than I am a flyer, but anyway. Pilot. Okay. Alright.
Let's be honest, no one likes going around in circles. Unless you're a pilot training on traffic patterns. Sedona's standard
Yeah,
traffic
I can see
pattern
everything on both
follows
sides.
a
So I can
1,000 foot
see
altitude around the main runway. By the
pretty
time
much
we're
that.
through here, you'll know how to
Oh,
complete
no,
the full
not that
run
much.
from takeoff to landing.
Right, I
So
can
let's
see
get
pretty
started.
much that at my left monitor and that at my right monitor. More or less. Still less carnage than simulator. Take off. Alright, we've done this before. We need Jeremy Clarkson power. Break off. Then use our Duvalakis to steer. Happy days. Yeah, happy, it's good. Man, the rudders are so sensitive with the buttons as a...
When we're up, keep us aligned with the runway and climb to 5,400 feet.
5,400
We're
feet,
going for
alright.
a left-hand traffic pattern.
So we're at 5,000 feet right now. Hey man, how's it going? No pit stops. Yeah. A plane, Huppy. I'm not actually sure what sort it is, to be honest. Looks like a Cessna or
Once we
something.
reach altitude, you're gonna start turning left 90 degrees toward a 122-degree heading.
122-degree heading.
Okay, we're in the pattern. Get ready to enter the crosswind section. Good. Keep going till you reach the traffic pattern altitude of 5,700 feet.
Oh, we need to keep going up.
Ready to make your left turn downwind? When the runway appears at the halfway point of your wing strut, you'll know you're at a good glide distance. We've got the wind at our back now. We're on the right track. Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce power to 2,100 RPMs. Once your speed is in the white arc, add 10 degrees of flaps to prep us for landing. Now's not a bad time to check if the runway is looking good. And, it probably goes without saying, always watch out for other planes entering or exiting the pattern. We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you. That's your cue to turn left again, onto the base leg.
Gotta start clutching it. This is like stressful. I'd say that we're pretty close. I think we're going a little bit high though. We're meant to be at 5,700. We're going to 6,000.
Alright, reduce power to idle to start losing altitude and maintain cruise attitude. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots.
We're a little bit far to the right, that's okay.
There we go. The runway's in full view. Make sure to keep the plane centered on approach. If you're too high, add flaps. Too low, add power to maintain the glide path.
We're a little bit high, but that's alright. No. We're gonna miss the runway. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. No, we're good. Bounce. Everyone's dead. Too many buttons to remember. Yeah, way too much whiplash.
Way to stick the landing. Now, just apply the brakes
Thanks, man.
to
You
slow
too.
your roll. And make sure you don't stop on the runway, of course.
Yeah, of course. As I'm about to stop
If
on the
other
runway.
planes are looking to land, we've got to move. Take one of the taxiways on the right. Good job. As an old instructor said to me, not only did you not die, you're really learning to fly.
I don't know about that. The damper's cheap. Yeah, nothing but net. Oh, excellent! First solo flight. I genuinely have very little faith that this will go well. I think that the base game is $100 bucks. I think it is $99 on Steam, but you can get it through an Xbox. What's it called? Microsoft Game Pass. If you have that.
It's time. Your first solo flight.
I feel like I'm not
I'll be
prepared
watching
for a
from
solo
the ground
flight.
in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't.
Something tells me
Your goal is
I
to
will.
complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous sessions?
I
and
forget
you'll be
everything.
just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
Let's do it, guys. This is more nerve-wracking than the start of a VN Scops race right here. No, I haven't sim that sim racer. I'm familiar with it, but I've never played it. No, there's only one speed for me, and that is full speed. At least it still gives me the objectives. Next Scops race is this weekend at Imola. So I had this really cool idea that I wanted to do, maybe we'll do one day, is that I wanted to incorporate this American Truck Sim and a bunch of sim racing games all together into one thing. So you fly and drive from track to track and do races. I think that'd be super cool. Yeah, I like that track James Scott. I don't know why I just said your full name, by the way. It's weird. We're just doing a lap, a traffic pattern. Yeah, it's an enduro, yeah. I feel like we went way too narrow. I think we should be further over this way. No, I'm not. I'm flying with. Driving with Posy. Going way too high as well. Yeah, I'll be streaming it on Sunday night. Yeah, yeah. J Ross got banned for this round. I think I might have failed this because it's saying I still need to turn left to come back this way, but I've already well and truly done that. Sunday night. So I'm just going to keep going around and go the whole way. We'll see if it lets me pass or not. No. Actual race ban. we have done this horribly, horribly wrong. We're coming in at about a 90-degree angle to the runway. Yeah, man, I hope that go alright. Oh boy, we are way too high. Me, yeah, yeah. We can make this. Oh, I did it again! Oh no, this caused a crash earlier. Abandon! It's still telling me I need to turn left for base leg. I mean, we're just gonna have to go all the way around. I don't know how to change the flaps back. Alright, 50... Why is it making that noise? I think it's because of the flaps. I don't know how to turn it back though. I'm trying to climb too quick with the... I don't know. Airspeed too low, I guess, yeah. Because I'm trying to climb. It's because the flaps are set to whatever they're set to. Alright, let's just quickly go into controls. See what it's mapped to. Keyboard. Instruments, engine, fuel, camera. Heaps of camera settings. And so many cameras. Autopilot, brakes, here we go. Extend, retract, F5. Ah, okay, I get it. Extra, increase, decrease. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right. I already forget. Hopefully that worked. We should be good again. Oh my god, the thing's out of control. Yeah, we're getting no height. We're at like ground level. Now we can start climbing though. Now that's better. She definitely never told me how to set the flaps the other way. Complete a standard traffic pattern. It's a bit weird that it's not checking that next objective. That's to come back this way. I don't know what we've done wrong. Yeah, that'd be awesome. What a time for Streamlabs to post the coupon link. Excellent. What's our... what are we? We're a bit high again now. 58, 5900. I think we're good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just want to know if I land. I think if I land this, I'm still not going to pass. I feel like I've missed that objective up there of whatever that is. We're definitely coming in a bit high again. Well, this is just training. At the minute, the mission's to do a circle and come back and land. Uh-oh. Brake! Brake!
You weren't really supposed to land there. It's well done, don't get me wrong. Just not what was expected. At this point, I think it's probably best if we start the lesson over.
I knew it. I knew it! So it was all going well. We went up, and then we banked left, and then it never triggered the next thing. So I just must have turned back too early or something. I don't know. Neither do I. I'm just using a keyboard. It's a bit clumsy. Alright, let's try this again.
It's time. Your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't.
Something tells me that you will.
Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
It's probably coming through my end. Probably unmuted Discord. I turned off streamer mode. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, it's at my end. My Discord mute button is right next to my buttons that I keep mashing when I panic. So it's probably me just turning it back off again. What do we need to get to? 5,400 feet. We're getting there. Right, turn left. Yeah, this is the one that it didn't get last time, it just didn't work. There we go. Worked this time. I think I just was too, I think I turned too fast, that's all. climbing too much. Yeah, fair enough, man. Alright. We go. See, I think I did it again. I think I've gone too sharp. Oh no, there we go. Now we just got to land it. Not that much. Not that much yoke. We haven't had a smooth landing yet. Could this be it? Man, I just stalled the engine pretty much there. And again. We crashed. We crashed! You're kidding me. Who would have thought it'd be that hard, eh? Ha! Ha! We passed. What an idiot. It's really hard.
Great job. There's always room for improvement, that's
I'd say
life, right?
so.
But you did it, all on your own.
See, man.
You weren't really supposed to land there. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
No, I can't believe that's a pass. I cannot believe that's a pass. Next one, navigation. Is that not what we? Is that what we started with? I don't know. No, we haven't done navigation. I can't believe that that was a pass. We didn't even land on the tarmac. Hopeless. You'd think with how small this plane is, how big those runways are, that it shouldn't be an issue to land on it. The problem is the closer you get to the ground, the more you start to panic and push the buttons too much, and you just completely over-correct. Right, navigation. Excellent.
I've always said, flying is freeing. Open skies, endless possibilities. But to fully enjoy it,
you guys can't see that.
To be prepared. We're going to focus this lesson on navigation prep and procedures. The fundamentals of getting from point A to point B. Step 1, putting some distance between us and the ground.
Yeah, but you got to do it because you got to learn how everything works, man. Whoop. Oh, wrong button. That's why. Man.
All right, we're off. Now
Yeah, no
keep
kidding.
climbing around the airport till we reach 5,800 feet.
Roger. So we're going from Sedona to Flagstaff. 21. What's NM? Nautical miles? I don't even know. Sonoma drag strip. That'd be cool. Nearly there. 5,600, nearly 5,700.
It goes without saying, but good navigation starts with good departure prep. Let's
I'm not
set up
prepared
the
at all.
aircraft for the first leg of your trip.
Set cruise altitude.
Attitude? Check.
Attitude.
Now for your heading. When you need to set and maintain a heading, you'll want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors, especially during turns or while accelerating or decelerating. Go ahead and position your plane above the airport.
I don't know what that means. Oh, did we go past it? What? I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Am I meant to turn around? Is that what's going on here? Am I literally just turning around and flying back to where I came from? Am I not now facing the wrong way? I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. Pretty sure you shouldn't be flying back towards the airport, directly where you came from. In the takeoff path. J3GQ, thanks for the follow. I assume this is what it wants me to do.
One last bit of departure prep. We need to validate the time. That's a fancy way of saying start the clock. On the nav log, you can see our next waypoint, Munns Park, is at a 41-degree heading about 5 minutes away. Navigating is basically flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate, but if you track the time flown from your last known position, you'll always have at least a range for your current position. We all know speed can increase or decrease depending on the wind. That's why at your next waypoint you'll want to compare your estimated time en route with the actual time flown. Validate your estimate and your progress.
We're gonna land at a golf club? Well, that might be just our waypoint actually, above the golf club. So let's see if I can get the maps and buttons. So hey, there's our plane. Oh man, all the instruments and stuff are off screen though. You can't see nothing. Why Discord notifications are going on. What are we at? We're at 3 minutes. It's saying it should take us 4 minutes and 57 seconds. I don't think we're getting there anywhere near quick enough. We stopped climbing. I think that might have been our problem. I think we were climbing too much, going too slow. So we should be there now, but we're still a fair way away. taken us a bit over an extra minute to get there.
Good. You made it to Munns Park. According to the nav log, we've got one more stop. Flagstaff Pulliam Airport. An easier way to navigate is to follow identifiable landmarks like highways. And just so happens we have one below us.
Do we? Not that I can see. Oh, there's that one down there. Race and Jason, thanks for the follow. Still don't know where this highway is that they're talking about. Coastal Hobo, thanks for the follow. I feel like it must be this, that must be it down there or something. Looks a little bit like a highway. It's just hard to tell. Reset stopwatch. Oops. Oh, don't tell me we're going to fail because we're not following the highway. I'm just going to go over here a little closer to it. I don't know, it depends how we're going for time. I've got to get through the tutorial. That is a highway. I can see cars going along it. I'm going to be pretty angry if I have to redo this whole one again because I didn't follow the highway properly though. I'm going to fly right over the top of it. Crossed it. Still hasn't checked off my objective up there. Maybe it'll check off when I get down here a bit further, hopefully. There it is, down there underneath us. But I love a good mustache. Oh, whoops, whoops. A little bit aggressive on the buttons. Alright, we better start headed towards this marker. I'm guessing that's probably the airport over there to the left.
As you close in on Flagstaff Pulliam airspace, next step is setting up to enter the traffic pattern.
Yep.
We've got clearance to enter the downwind leg and land on runway 21. Keep your attitude, then follow the standard pattern.
That's the airport. So I'm thinking we have to go up this way, turn around and come back. See you, man.
To a cruise attitude and reduce your power. We haven't had much luck with landing. Here we go. Oh, there's a golf course down there. You guys can't see it because my fat head's in the way. There it is. Power should be at idle now, so you're losing altitude while maintaining cruise attitude.
Yeah. Oh boy. We missed it by a little bit.
Finally, a landing on runway 21, and we'll call this one done.
Oh, keyboard, don't do it. Don't do it, keyboard. Yeah, it'd just be much easier with a gamepad or a joystick or something, flight stick. This is going to be bad news. I already know it. I already know it. Oh, just it's so jaggy. Don't take off again. Oh, no. That was the best one yet. Now where do I go? Guessing I'm just meant to stop somewhere on a... Watch out for the minivan.
All right, successful VFR flight in the books. Not bad. Not bad at all.
We've done it! We're so good at this. Alright, after we nearly did a barrel roll. First Navo... Oh, here we go. Alright. How long is this meant to take? We must be just about through the tutorial, but... That's pretty cool though. Alright, here we go.
Are you ready for this? You are going solo on a full VFR flight.
Alright, so it should
You'll be
be
departing Flagstaff Pulliam
same.
Airport, handling every navigational step on your way to Sedona.
Same as last time, but going the other way.
Takeoff to touchdown, it's all you. Don't worry though. Even if I'm not with you in the cockpit, I'm always with you in spirit.
Yeah, that helps. Alright, here we go, you guys. Thousand feet. Nearly. I don't know where the runway even is. How am I off above its centre? Go that way. Oh, we are not above the runway centre. We're really going to have to turn around, aren't we? You can literally go anywhere in the world, is it? Anywhere in the world. Please hope that this checks off the... Alright, here we go. Start stopwatch. Back to the golf park. Golf club. Heading 163. Where does it tell me my heading? That's 163 there. Pretty easy to see on the where does it show? Am I just blind? Help me! Must be this, hang on, so if we pointed it, it's 150, 60, 5, let me just check, that should be 170, nearly there. Yeah, okay. So it's this little one with the picture of an aeroplane in the middle. Bottom left-hand corner, second one from the left. But we also know that we just need to follow the highway, which is over this way. I'm just going to move this because I don't like it on... I know you guys can't see it there, but... I don't like it covering up the instruments and stuff, you can't see. So I already know it. Well, I've got a mouse. Right. This one here is our heading. We know we need to go through this gap here. I think it is between these two sort of mountain ranges to get back to where we're going. So we flew this way before, but we need to go to the golf club first, which is over here somewhere. Town that we're coming up to. Somewhere in there will be Munns Park Golf Club. I don't know how accurate we need to be about going over the top of it. I see a big chunk of green over there, maybe that's it. That looks fairly promising to me. Surely that's a golf club, right? Either that or it's going to be way further over to the left somewhere. Can't see any golf places anywhere else. Yeah, they're awesome. They're really good. I'm lucky I've got triple screens you guys can't see, but like I'm looking out here, I can't see any other golf course sort of looking destinations anywhere. Alright, we made it. So reached the... So 221 is the bearing from here. So it's 21... 22, right about there somewhere. Again, it's this gauge here that we're looking at, so there's 21, 24, we need to be 22. So just keep going in this general direction and we should end up in correct airspace. However, I think for this time we'll have to come back and land the other direction on the runway. Normally we land going this direction in the other tutorials so far, but we took off the other way at the last airport. which tells me the wind direction is probably the opposite to what it has been. Yeah, you can get it through Steam, yeah, or you can get it through Xbox Game Pass, the PC. I have it on Steam. Oh, we didn't start the stopwatch again. Oops. I reckon this is the airport up on top of this. Right here. Hopefully it'll tell me if I need to do something with the holding pattern. Start descending a bit. I'm using the keyboard, young gun. It's pretty clunky. Land the aircraft. Land on runway 3. Well, the last one was alright. We haven't had a good landing on this runway yet. Wipe off a fair bit of altitude but a lot of speed. There it is. Washes off a heap of speed. The key, not panic, which is what I tend to not do well. Running out of room. Oh, I'm amazing. Going a little bit quick. We're going a little bit quick. We're coming in hot, boys. Oh. Nailed it.
Welcome back, and well done.
We went perfect,
It's
except that
clear
we
you're
went off.
ready to fly anywhere on your
a little
own
bit.
now. So,
Is it?
where to
I don't know.
next? Some people say the sky's the limit. I say, it's just the beginning.
Alright, there we go. We've done it. We're a pilot. We passed our license. Oh boy. Guys, if you're watching this back on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Hobbo88, twitch.tv/Hobbo88 for the live streams. But that's it for this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.